From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. The show brings you the game of the week. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. And the starter for Toronto, Kevin Gausman. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
His career ERA has been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
Ready to go? Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Number 16, Will Smith.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Gausman, more than 100 career wins on the mound, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Up the middle, Jimenez fires to first on the run, and they get the out. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. It features a great veteran presence, Max Muncy.
He's hit a few home runs against this starter in the past. I mean, 3 career home runs against an opposing guy. You feel pretty good about what you're able to do at the plate, how you're seeing the ball come out of the hand. But you never know how this matchup's going to play out. I'm sure this pitcher's going to try to make some adjustments as well.
2-1 now. Rips that one to right. That's out number 2.
Batting third, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
2 down, bases empty. Freddie Freeman, the next to hit. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. That's ripped into the outfield. Sanchez flashes the leather on the running catch. End of a half inning of play. No score. Back now in Toronto. And on the hill for the Dodgers, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What do you have on him?
Well, last time out, picked up the win, didn't allow a run, pitched extremely well. He doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can give another performance like last time out, his team will be happy.
Digging in, Dalton Varsho. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
The 2-2 now. Strike 3. Yoshinobu gets the K. Okay, let's check out the lineup. As per usual, one of the best players in the sport, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
He's hit 5 home runs in his last 10 games. I mean, that's pretty impressive. And even if it doesn't sound like it, think about the pace over the course of a full season. That's over 80 home runs. Well, they're going to have a hard time getting him out in this one because he is dialed in.
That's a ball.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room, it's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
Vlad swings, drives one deep left field. That one carrying, and it is out of here. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. goes deep. It's his 6th home run of the season. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here's George Springer. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
So a man aboard now with one away.
He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Pitch kicks away to second, in there safely, and now a man into scoring position.
Well, that's part of the risk when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt. Even as good as catchers are these days at blocking pitches, that one just got away enough, and that takes the double play opportunity away for now.
Man at second. That one misses. 3-1.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
One of the things that Jim Leyland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Slings to first in time.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Here's the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotze into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Clips the outside corner. That's strike two. Set down on strikes. They limit the damage here. Vlad Guerrero Jr. with the solo shot for Toronto. It's now 1-0. You're watching the game of the week on MLB The Show. Back here at Rogers Center, top of the second, Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And there's a ball.
Ball three.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Strike two. Muncy gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Hit hard. Base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. The 1-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
First and second, no outs. Here at the top of the second. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit into center field. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score and then tie it.
Huge game tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And he chases that one below the zone. traffic on the bases with one already in here in the third and final game of the series. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Three-two. This one in the air right field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away.
Batting 8th, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order. Struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
Not close with that one. Ball 2.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
2 on, 1 out. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Miguel Rojas in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Runner takes off. Sliced hard, but foul. Payoff pitch. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Ball 2.
Line drive. That's a base hit. Betts scores. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. That one ran inside, almost got him. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss at a slider. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Oh, look at the stop. Nicely done for the out. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Blue Jays 1. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. And we're back with all eyes on a potential sweep. Keep the brooms in the closet for now, though, Singy.
Well, they say the hardest game to win is the final one, and we can see why, Boog. The desperate team tends to come out swinging, and that's what we've seen today.
Payoff pitch. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Batting 7th, third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto.
So up next for Toronto, Kazuma Okamoto. That missed by a lot. Full count now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In the air, right field. Takes it in for the out.
Batting 8th, second baseman, Ernie Clement.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Got him swinging. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They're down 2-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Shohei Ohtani.
Here's a 2-1. Strike on the inside corner. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swings and misses, and there's one down. Let's take a look at his pitch usage in this one, Siggy.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. And he's been pretty solid till now, so he may stick with this strategy.
That one misses. Ball 2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Comes a 2-2. Bounced up the middle. Slings to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
Dodgers, third baseman, Max Muncy.
2 outs, base is empty. Max Muncy at the dish. And now it's 3-2, and this is a good example of the type of at bat that Muncy can deliver. Mookie Betts up next for the Dodgers. 2 down, nobody on. Outside, and it's ball 4.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone-cold take.
Betts with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
This one in the air, right field. And that is that. So the Dodgers lead 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. As we go to the last of the 3rd. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. The 1-1.
Hey! Woo!
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Oh, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in, he gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Right through there for a strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now, and he grounds one to the right side. Rojas with the throw to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Blue Jays 1. Back now in Toronto as we go to the top of the 4th. Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers. The 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Ball.
The 2-1. And there's a foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
2 down, bases empty. And now Teoscar Hernandez to third. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Blue Jays 1. Bottom 4, and now for the Jays, George Springer.
Not a surprise he's off to a good start in this one, given he enjoys playing so much at home. Let's see if he can make it 2 for 2.
Ball to strike. Lined into right. Tucker takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Designated hitter, Addison Barger.
This one smoked on its way out of here. A monster shot to right. That's his 3rd home run of the series. And we have a tie ball game. It's 2-2.
Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball. And when you throw that pitch, don't expect to get it back. You're getting a new baseball from the umpire.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays. The 2-1. And downstairs.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Check swing, and he went. And the count's full. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Foul we'll see another payoff pitch. And that's ball four.
Ball four.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher Tyler Heineman.
And that one is lifted in the air. Tucker takes it in for the out. 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman Kazuma Okamoto.
Go ahead run on base. Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Blue Jays. Sanchez off of first with 2 away.
No, that's a ball.
And that's in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Stays alive. Out towards right center field. Tucker has a beat on it. And that'll do it. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. 2-2 game. It's the game of the week on MLB The Show. Back here at Rogers Center and at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas. Hard hit to right center. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher Will Smith.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that one out in front that time. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Tyler Rogers getting ready to go. Number 62 also throwing. Fights it off. He'll see another. In the air, right side. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated hitter,
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And that one missing low. Freddie Freeman waiting for a turn at the plate. Two down, nobody on. And that's outside ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Shohei on the go. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Man on second, 2 down. Clement throws to first in time, and that will end the inning. 1 left for LA. Score remains 2-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement.
Ernie Clement.
Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
That catches the outside corner. That is strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Here's a 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Struck him out swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Clips the corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. Through 5. All even at 2-2. Back here in a close one. And a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game.
Now pitching.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Tyler Rogers.
71,
He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Max Muncy digs in now.
Dodgers, third baseman, Max Muncy.
You know, these Dodgers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Strike 2.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at-bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Ground ball to the right side. Guerrero takes it himself. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Up next for the Dodgers, shortstop Mookie Betts.
And that's off the inside edge. 3 balls and a strike. Challenge from behind the dish here. And it's a called strike after the review. Still 2 challenges left for them. On the ground, right side. Fires over to Guerrero. 2 quick outs to open the top of the
For the
6th.
Dodgers, right fielder Kyle Tucker.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Two down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, you know, with 2 out and nobody on, it's going to take something special to get a run across. So why not? If you got some pop, swing for the fences.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Off the mark
that's
there.
a ball.
3-2 now. On the ground to the left. And that one handled. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. Home half of the 6th inning coming up. Deadlocked at 2 apiece.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Brock Stewart. He last pitched 2 days ago. Thanks for tuning in. Sweep warning, Singy. Sweep warning.
Not so fast, though. Seeing quite the battle so far. It's always toughest to close out a series because pride kicks in on the other side.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Alex Vesia, the lefty with big swing and miss stuff, is getting ready. Gratterol also getting ready. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. The 1-2. Center field. Pajes in position. And there's one away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder.
And the batter is George Springer. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Oh.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Good eye right there.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Got him swinging for the K. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. That one gets down for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So digging in, Jesus Sanchez. Late with the swing there.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
That's 3-2 now.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Tyler Heineman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a payoff pitch. And foul ball. The Jays with the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. And that one ripped to left. That is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning coming up. We are tied 2-2. Back now in Toronto. We go to the top of the 7th. Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1-2 now. Swings and misses, struck him out.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
All tied up here at the top half of inning number 7. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Two down. Teoscar goes down on strike.
Look, he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Tyler Rogers is done, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching.
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Brendan Little.
54, Brendan Little.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Got him looking. That's the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and this game is still tied at 2-2.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Brusdar Graterol. This is his 3rd time out this year. Back here at Rogers Center. It's getting late, Singy. We came on the air talking about a possible sweep, but this one is all knotted up.
Counts the same in the standings, but this kind of game always feels like it's worth a little more, Boog. These teams are not backing down.
1-1 is fouled off. One and two here. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a 1-2. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Got him. One out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman, Kazuma.
And here is Kazuma Okamoto. Graterol, 27 years old, and he was born in Venezuela.
Nope, that's low.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman, Ernie Clement.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Betts whips it to first.
Out of there.
They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. We're at the top of the 8th. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Will Smith. Here's a 1-1. Action in the pen down there. Jeff Hoffman, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Garcia warming up as well. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The 2-2. And that skips in the dirt. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And he walked him. And he heads down to first as a potential go-ahead run after that long AB ends in a walk. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The 1-1. Swings and chases a low one there. Now a screamer into the outfield. Oh, he can't hang on. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Well, not an easy play by any stretch. He went a long ways just to get to that fly ball, and all that hard work to get there, you're expected to bring it down. I have to think that the ball was bouncing on him a little bit, and what I mean is when you run a long ways, you can get on your heels some, and that makes the jarring to the ground make the head move and make the ball move. So important running technique is critical, and that's something that's often overlooked. Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Brendan Little won't go any further, And he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching.
New pitcher now for the Jays, Jimmy Garcia.
93, Jimmy Garcia.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Man at second. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and a miss. Got him swinging for the strikeout. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Blue Jays 2. Back here at Rogers Center, and now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. Way inside. The 2-1. Fastball is outside. Dalton Varsho in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The 3-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to Freeman. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, center fielder Dalton Varsho.
No base hits in the series for him so far. It's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer.
Here's a drive out to right center. Way back there. Look out. Gone. And they grab the lead in the 8th. It's 3-2.
You're not going to be able to wipe the smile off his face for a while, Boog. He just changed the game. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The 1-1. And that one sliced foul. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Brusdar Graterol gives way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
The new pitcher in the game, Alex Vesia.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Springer swings through that one. It's a strikeout, and that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. Through 8 full, the Blue Jays on top here, 3-2. Last chance coming up here for the Dodgers. The game of the week is a good one. We're back after this. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. Just missed.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Swings and misses. 3-2 now.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
That's hanging in there. He's a tough at bat. 3-2. Payoff pitch. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. Mookie Betts blasts one out.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. What an incredible momentum swing on that home run, Boog. I mean, it's late in the game, just barely stayed fair, and it ties up the ball game. Impressive.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers. The 1-1. And that drops in for a strike. The 1-2. Oh! Toronto's bullpen with some action. Number 62, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Back and forth we go. A seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. That one missed. Andy Pajes in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the ninth. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. The throw to third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jeff Hoffman departs, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching.
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, number 62.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
Fastball for a strike. Rojas wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Two on, one out. Now here's a flare off the bat. Base hit, one run in already. Another comes in to score. 5-3 now.
Definitely found the perfect spot. Those can be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
One down, runner at first. Will Smith to the plate. Check swing went around. Going to count 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Man at first, one away. Left field, way back there. Carrying well. Makes the catch, gliding out of the warning track.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
The 1-1. Oh! Rojas, the runner at first with two gone. Flips the corner, and the count's even at 2. Ohtani wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
High fly ball, right field. Springer under it. And that's the third out. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4-5-6 coming up. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Blue Jays 3.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Edwin Diaz.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Fastball is outside. A sliding stop at short. Throw to first. Pretty nice play there.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
So up next for Toronto, Jesus Sanchez. Here's a 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty here in the 9th. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Diaz is just one strike away. Swing and a ball popped up. Muncy under it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers salvage the finale of this 3-game series.
Well, all game, this team had to battle with that 10th man, those fans making a lot of noise, but they took the lead in the 9th inning, quieted things down, and were able to get those final 3 outs in the bottom half as well. Just a very well executed ball game.
A 5-3 final score in this one. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon for the next Game of the Week.